Hey, 30 seconds until we're allowed to swear, so the next video was going to be cartoons about making cartoons. Also, I might be doing a video on The Amazing Spies. It's a spin-off of Totally Spies. Does it have the same kind of weird things that you shouldn't be putting in cartoons? Maybe. We'll find out. I don't know. I'm working on an animatic. I'm busy. I don't know. Woo woo. Hang on. A little more than I can swear. Yeah, the theme song plays now.
We're always in our clubhouse getting high. Super fuckers. Everybody wishes we would die. Super fuckers. Here we come like a bomb. Everybody fucking run and hide.
Hey, it's the Rebel Taxi Pizza Party podcast, and we actually watched a bunch of cartoons this time. I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you people?
Izzy, and we're gonna talk about animation.
Anime. I see you P.
Oh, hey, I'm Nitro. I make music. That's kind of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we met on my stream, like you just chatted, and I saw, hey, you got a verified icon on your YouTube thingy. Who are you? And I see you make an ass load of Undertale music.
Oh, I could explain that.
Yeah.
I made it as a hobby in college. I was going for culinary arts, and I made one Megalovania remix, or I can't remember the name of the song, but it blew up on me.
And that's how it starts.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, I do like this game quite a bit. Let's do a couple more songs. Then I found out Undertale started getting into this weird alternate universe stuff, and I thought, hey, if I make awesome songs for those, people will like it. And then all of a sudden I started making money and things happened, and it got away from me really quickly.
Yeah, I see you also did Mega Man Legends music.
Oh, that's my favorite video game of all time.
I want to revisit that because that's my first exposure to Mega Man.
That's the like RPG-ish one, right?
Yeah, it's like a Zelda game almost.
Okay, like the story-based one.
Yeah. The one where there's sky pirates and the world's flooded or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Roll fine.
I liked Battle Network. That was the first Mega Man game I got into.
Like my friend Jake loves Battle Network so much.
Yeah, the ones I played, Legends and Battle Network, were the ones I'm most familiar with. Also, Extreme on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, dude, not a lot of people played that one.
Oh yeah,
that's just Mega Man X, but
on
Game Boy Color, right?
Yeah, X2. Yeah, because
on the go.
It basically was a Super Nintendo game, but also once you beat it, you also get a boss rush mode with all the previous bosses from the first game. It had a lot of content back when Capcom cared.
Oh, for real. My Legends 3 got canceled, and Half-Life fans don't know what suffering is.
Oh, man. Yeah. What the fuck, Mega Man Legends?
Because they were like mid-production for a third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it got canned.
Capcom decided, screw y'all. And then they went on to make Mighty Number 9.
Oh, I have that game, and I've sped run it to death, and I hate it. I hate it, but I love it. Like, ironically, it's starting to become unironic because I'm actually getting good at it, and I hate it.
Did the Wii U port come out yet?
No. They just straight up canceled a bunch of ports.
Izzy, did you get your Wii U port yet?
No. I think it did come out, but it would brick consoles.
Oh no!
It was either that or the Mega Man 11. But Mighty Number 9 sounds like it makes more sense. I knew it was bricking.
It actually did come out on Wii U. Okay, I guess I was thinking Ukulele that didn't come to Wii U.
Yeah, that one ended up on the Switch.
Yeah, they promised a Wii U port.
My friend who wanted it for the 3DS is thoroughly disappointed.
Oh. Yeah, good luck with that.
I actually have a mini story for that.
What's up?
I pledged to the Kickstarter. Not a lot, just a little bit. I can't remember how much.
Oh.
Which Kickstarter? And which game are we talking about now?
Mighty Number 9.
Oh, okay, sorry. He started talking about ukulele, so I wasn't sure if we jumped ship. Okay, Mighty Number 9. Go.
I pledged to it, and I didn't get any of my stuff.
Oh.
And I never heard anything again, and I don't think my name was in the credits.
Oh, you got nothing. Damn.
Yeah. Eventually, I picked it up for like the game with brand new with all the DLC for $5 at Walmart on clearance, like 2 or 3 months later.
That's the perfect way to play.
Honestly, yeah, that's fitting.
My Walmart still has like games from like 2004 there. Like,
Oh.
You got like some random preschool roly-poly-oly PC game. It has like a bunch of like Nick Jr. logo. No, Toon Disney logos or something.
Yeah.
Disney Playhouse. What's their Nick Jr.? Is that what the Disney's Playhouse? What is their Nick Jr. equivalent?
Playhouse, I think.
Yeah, Playhouse Disney. It's like older than dinosaur bones. Yeah, but we got a lot of cartoons that came out because
sorry, you're talking about old cartoons. I want a Jurassic Park that's a hybrid with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
What the fuck?
Where they revive old cartoons from Amber or something.
What? How does that? What? How does the
I
lore
just think
work?
it'd be fun. It doesn't matter. It's a cartoon.
Fossilized
cartoon.
in animation cells.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Just like that first animation, the one with the dinosaur. What's his name? Hang on. What was the first animation ever and it involved a dinosaur?
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Land Before Time.
No. Legitimately, the first animation was of a dinosaur.
Which feels so appropriate because like the Flintstones and like, Gertie the dinosaur.
Gertie
from 1914. That dinosaur sucked. I hate him. He's not funny.
Because like I kept thinking it was like Goody or something.
I mean, Gertie the dinosaur from 1914. Like people probably saw that and were like, "Whoa, what is this? The drawings are alive! Holy shit!" And you watch this now and it's like, wow, people had no taste back then. This sucks. You guys suck. Guys, watch. Fuck this. Watch anime.
Real shit though.
Would have told them that. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be like at a funeral or something and just say, "This sucks. Watch anime."
Oof.
That's my favorite comment. Like anywhere you go on the internet, there's always one guy that will say that exact phrase. Yeah. My favorite was it was like when the movie Up came out by Pixar and somebody just said these designs look ugly. Why don't you guys watch anime instead?
Oh my god.
It's like
that reminds me of was it that time I was at a funeral for my uncle. And my cousin was in the back, and he was probably watching some anime, but somebody happened to walk by while he was on his phone, and it got to like a bit of an etchy part. And somebody immediately started yelling at him, saying, "Quit watching porn during the." Now everybody just remembers him for that, and I feel so terrible for him because I know he wasn't trying to be whatever. I know he got dragged there and he was bored because he didn't know our uncle. He lived like states away, but it was like, oh man,
terrible. No,
that's the equivalent. Oh.
Add in the clip from The Office where it's Stanley going, "It's called hentai and it's art."
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
There's another clip like that, and it's also a deleted scene. It's in the movie Cloverfield, where early in the party scene, they're just saying goodbye to their friend who's going to Japan, and there's just a full-on scene of just a guy saying, "Hey, when you go to Japan, there's Yuri and Yaoi. Get Yuri, because that's the one with girl on girl. Yaoi's the guy on guy stuff." And it's like, that's how.
So you got to get the right flavor, man.
Yeah, and it's like, no, put that scene back into the movie. That's the only way to improve Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. I keep whenever somebody says Cloverfield, I think of Cloverfield Lane as well. I never seen either of the movies.
They are not related. They are loosely tied together.
Yeah, like they exist in the same universe, but like they're not, because I think Cloverfield Lane was like a completely different script. Yeah. That just happened to have Cloverfield in the title. Like they added it to the title and just made it part of the franchise.
Oh, so it was just like the "let me change my homework" thing?
Yeah, more or less. It's apparently really common, especially with horror movies, to just like take scripts and then just like for example, I forgot who has the Hellraiser series, but they don't want to lose the rights, but they don't want to make a good movie, so they keep buying shitty scripts. They're unrelated. Buy it, add in a couple of scenes with Xenobites, and then they just make the movie. And like anything past like 4 is like not really Hellraiser movie.
That's kind of like the Die Hard movies, because every single Die Hard movie just started as just some random unrelated film. Even the video game, the arcade game, was just another arcade game that they just turned into Die Hard. Yeah, nobody actually wants to make a Die Hard movie. You just end up like it.
Okay, so as an adult, I realized that like just because a movie has or movie game comic whatever, not all of it's canon. But like as a kid, I assumed whoever was making one thing was making all of it.
Oh, for real though.
Yeah, so like if a cartoon comes out, that's part of the same production team that made the movie, who made the comic, and now it's like, oh no, they're all so disconnected and barely related to each other.
I don't think I ever had that thought as a kid, but I always wondered, like, as watching the live action Batman movies from the 90s, I was like, how come he doesn't sound like Kevin Conroy, even though I didn't know who the fuck Kevin Conroy was.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
But first, this podcast is supported by $100 donators on Patreon who like to promote
CK Draws, who wants you to commission him. Check out his Twitter. Their specialty is slick angular art and pinups. Yes, this includes not safe for work stuff in an angular art style. It's CK Draws. Also sponsored by the webtoon webcomic HitMal. It's about the world being obsessed over a children's card game, yet one college student has zero interest in it. HitMal, like M-A-L. Our next donator is by Idealix with their own webcomic, Loose Cannon. It's about a young bounty hunter girl in the Old West and ends up on the wrong side of the law. Links to that below on Webtoon. Our next sponsor is RedHuntingCap, an alt-indie band from the Bronx, New York. Follow their Bandcamp and YouTube.
We now return to the Transformers.
That my moment like that was with Keiji Inafune from the guy who produces the Mega Man games.
Yeah,
I was a big Mega Man fan as a kid. Obviously. Oh hell yeah! But I remember when I was a kid, I was playing these Mega Man games completely out of order. I didn't know which one was which, and I was getting so confused because I'd go from Mega Man Original, Mega Man X, Mega Man Legends, back to Zero in 2003. And I had no idea how these stories were connected. And it turns out it was like a Zelda thing, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, don't worry about it. R.L. Stein's Haunting Hour. Don't think about it. That's the way to live. Yeah.
By the way, apparently all the Batman movies are all one continuous timeline.
What?
Oh,
That's
please.
fucking bullshit, and you know it.
Right? No. Apparently they're supposed to be like Batman from like Batman Forever are all supposed to be like the same Batman, even though
like
they're played by different actors.
The 90s era Batman movies?
Yeah, okay. Like the first like 4.
That makes sense.
So you're telling me Nipple Batman is canon to the main line.
To the Tim Burton one, apparently.
Okay, I kind of assumed that was the case, I guess. Yeah.
I assumed they were just like standalone movies.
No, I mean, although back then, it's funny how I don't know if people gave a shit that they kept changing the actors for Batman. Like, I don't know if there was much of a outrage to that, or people just accepted, like, yeah, new actor. It's like James Bond. Who cares?
Bruce Wayne just keeps getting plastic surgery.
Oh man, yeah.
He's rich. He can do it.
Gets materialized by a different artist.
Entirely different city called Gotham.
Yeah. Oh man, I
think there's 2 Harvey Dents too, because like one of them is like black in the Tim Burton, and then he's white later on.
Billy D. Williams, I believe, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they brought him back. They brought Billy D. Williams back for Lego Batman to play Two-Face. Yeah. Woo woo.
That's fun.
Time to play some Tetris 99.
Yeah. Tetris 99.
Let's see.
Did you guys see any of the announcements that happened? Was there a Comic-Con or something?
Was there?
Well, they released the footage for Jellystone, just the intro. Yeah, the new show.
Oh, wait, they're rebooting it again?
Oh, Jellystone, the crossover with Yogi Bear and all the other Hanna-Barbera characters. It's by C.H. Greenblatt, who we had on the podcast years ago. Maybe I can call him up again.
Oh, I remember that.
Fine.
Yeah.
Apparently Jabberjaw is trans.
Woo-woo. Jabberjaw.
She's now a girl in the new one. So is the pink cat from Top Hat.
Yeah, oh yeah. They basically said, hey, look, nobody cares about these characters. We need more female characters. Just, change them. We don't care. Yeah. The attitude of the show kind of looks like an Adult Swim cartoon from the 2000s, you know, back when they just had all these weird Hanna-Barbera parodies, except it's for kids. Woo woo.
It looks fun. I know there's a lot of people like on Twitter that are really bent out of shape because it has more modern sensibilities as far as the designs go.
I mean, it's
I don't know why people care.
People are always mad. Like, I've been doing this for like 10 years. It's just like, just you know, R.L. Stein's Hunting Hour. Don't think about it. Just it's whatevs.
Again, same joke.
It's a
twice.
classic. It's, you know, it's timeless. You know, you just like, sometimes you just see a murder in front of you and just walk away and say, look, man, R.L. Stein's Hunting Hour. I won't think about it. I'm not going to report you to the police. I'm walking away. See ya. You know?
Time. I'm gonna make a counter.
It's like,
also, Nick, what have you been trying to say?
It's
I know
like,
you've been trying to
hang
talk.
on.
I completely forgot. I have a bad memory.
It's like, hey, man, you know, going to the police, you got to file a police report. It's like, I don't got time for that. I'm just going to walk away, go home. You know, I'm going to play some Star Fox 64 DS. You want to come over? It's got multiplayer. If you got a DS, I think you only need one cart to play multiplayer. It's good.
Are you done? Are you done with this bit?
Just, I'm preparing for the future in case I ever see someone get murdered in front of me, and I'm like the witness.
You know, my grandma always told me, you know, it's like, mind your business, you'll live longer.
Yeah, you know.
So, yeah.
There's also a ghost cartoon that Disney's doing.
Ghost.
A ghost cartoon? What's it called?
It's called
something
Ghosts.
I forgot what it's called. I had it up and then Twitter reloaded it.
Oh, man. I don't know, but this one Disney, I forget, this one Twitter that posts about Disney TV news always posts about it like for freaking ever, and it's just like constant repeats of that same image of that, and also some dinosaur girl cartoon, and it's like, hey, this coming out because I'm tired of seeing you repost that same JPEG over and over. I'm tired of this.
I know that the ghost cartoon has Shake from has the voice actor Dana
Schneider, no relation.
Yeah, you know, with the guys like that, it's like their voices are so distinct that I cannot hear them as anything else, and you know, the character I know them as that they play.
You know who has the most distinct voice that that is just too much? That guy that's, hang on, they were Invincible. They have that red suit. I forget their name.
That guy.
Red Rush.
Shit.
No,
he plays Derek in The Good Place.
He was one of the guys in Close Enough on, you know, the regular show spinoff. He's that guy.
Yeah. I can never remember his name, but he's just like aggressive. Like he just has that like aggressive voice.
If you heard his voice, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm just not pulling anything up.
God,
I haven't seen that show in a little bit.
He's
I
got
love
a yellow and
so
red
good.
suit. Oh crap! You
mean the robot?
No, not the robot. He's like an asshole. He fucked like the clones. Crap! I don't even know his name. Invincible.
I'm looking it up.
I'm looking up Red Guy, and it's just the super fast guy.
It's Jason Montezuka, I think.
Jason, yeah, Montezuka, yeah, that comedian. Like his voice is just like it's way too recognizable. It is just insanely recognizable. You cannot
He's the same amount of recognizable as the guy who plays Bob's Burgers.
He's another level of human of just like that man's a voice. He doesn't exist.
Also, the cartoon I was referring to is The Ghost and Molly McGee.
There has never been another person in the history of the world that has his voice. He's in I
was gonna say, speaking of voice actors, I've been watching. What?
Oh, he plays Jay in Big Mouth. Assuming anyone watches it.
Man, let your guests speak.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's this podcast.
I'm just tired of Jason Mantzoukas. I'm just freaked out by his voice. It's just like it's too distinct to exist.
He's like, I'm going to bring a guest on and just interrupt every time. And now I
just want to rant about Jason Mantzoukas. Woo woo.
Oh, so what I was gonna say about the recognizable voice actors. I've been watching anime since I was like a kid, and I swear to God, man, I'm so tired of hearing the same 12, 13 voice actors in every fucking dub as ever existed ever.
You ever just watch Futurama and just hear the same like child voice or same background lady voice, the
Yeah.
one that sounds like Phil and Lil. That lady, I think, was that Kate Susie? Hang on. You know who I'm talking about, who's Phil and Lil.
It's like, it felt like every anime had like Stephen Blum in it for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Chris Sabat and oh man, I can't escape Monica Rial. She's everywhere.
There was a I mean, Steve Blum used to do anime voices, but he's like, nah, this is too hard. I'm out of here.
I think he still does.
I don't think so. I haven't seen him do much anime voices in forever. I think he does Western now, or just video games. Steve Blum.
I mean, how often do you watch anime?
You know,
Me? Or him?
sometimes.
Well, it was more Pan, because Pan's
Okay.
talking about.
I'm looking. Let's see. Oh, he's on Tresse. I gotta watch that on Netflix. Let's see. I'm looking on his behind the
Apparently
voices.
Sub-Zero now? Stephen Blum?
Yeah, Sub-Zero in like those cartoons. Yeah.
You are a revenant once more.
I cannot escape my rage.
Allow me to cool your anger.
Those are video games.
No, he's in
You know-
he's in the cartoon also.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
But,
Scorpion's Revenge and the other one. The sequel.
yeah, he's in a lot of anime. Like, he's in The Ghost in the Shell,
and another
Sword Online,
Mortal Kombat cartoon. Oh yeah, he's also a Wolverine.
Boruto.
Wolverine. Woo-woo.
Oh, he's in Owl House. I forgot about that.
Ow. The Owl House. Ow. Just like you stub your toe. Ow.
I wish I
Okay.
knew more about animation so I could keep up with you guys a little bit.
You're good. So Owl House,
Ow.
Apparently, Pan, come on, you're being weird
Ow.
today.
The house hurts me. Ow. It's like Smart House, but it's stupid. Stupid house.
Apparently, a lot of people are really upset that it's getting third season as its finale.
Doe.
It's weird. I think people would be more excited about it if like it wasn't announced so far ahead. Because like if like because season 2 has been pretty like really good and wrapping up the story, and like I think if it had like a big finale for season 2 and then season 3 is like 3 like 40-minute specials, I think having kind of an encore season would have really hyped people up if they weren't told ahead of time that the show is basically 2 seasons and 3 mini movies.
I mean, are they going for the 52 episode rule?
I don't think so. No.
How many episodes are there in total?
I think right now there's like 20 something.
Oh, 26 maybe, yeah. Because if it's 52 episodes, then it makes sense why they would end it. Because that's how every show lasts, 52 episodes.
Well, the first season was 19, the second season's 21. And so that would be like 40 something.
Yeah.
No, that would be exactly 40.
I need to watch that show. I'll get around
And then 3
to it.
specials. I guess they're 2 episodes together. That would be 6. So it would end at 46 episodes.
Mm-hmm. So I got a pitch for a movie. It's called Stupid House. It's like Smart House, but the house is incredibly inept and stupid, and it's like it doesn't know how to clean anything. And it's like, oh no.
I was thinking about people running in the
mess.
doors. You're constantly hearing the knocking from the outside.
No one can escape the house. We were knocking for their lives. Please,
Oof.
get me in or get me out.
We're running out of oxygen.
I know. Humans like carbon dioxide. That's how they turn it into oxygen. I'll give them more carbon dioxide.
Oof.
Yeah. And it's voiced by the guy from Married with Children.
Al Bundy?
Yeah. It's the perfect parallel.
Oh, because the original Smart House had the
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid
Alright, that
house.
works.
Yeah.
So, have you guys seen Monsters?
Monsters at Work. Yeah, I like the world building of that show. Like, I feel like the maybe there's a little too many characters in that show because the main guy is a little too forgettable for now.
Tyler or something?
I didn't even hear about this. Wow.
Yeah, it's a spin-off about. You
yeah, go ahead,
explain
Dan.
because I already talked enough.
Oh, so basically, Monsters at Work is a spin-off continuation of Monsters Inc.
This thing feels like it's a decade too late.
Yeah, because it takes place immediately afterwards.
Yeah, like
And
a day
it might-
after.
Yeah, Mike and Sully just randomly get put in charge of Monsters Inc. As they're adapting to laughter. And I guess really the main character is Tyler, this new monster who's a better scarer than even Sully.
Yeah.
But when he gets to Monsters Inc., it's his jobs no longer exist. And so he gets kind of put into the maintenance people. And there's zany characters. But like it's the most relatable job search movie or TV show ever, because like going to school, finding out that what you learn is obsolete. Like that's animation.
Their entire industry changed overnight, and everybody's jobs were effective, and that's why I suddenly find the Monsters Inc. lore pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, like it definitely hits a lot of like similar stuff with like how the pipelines and things where you have like these white collar shirt people that are like have these old fuel jobs, and now people are like, hey, we're changing, we're doing technology, we have automated stuff, and now they feel kind of lost because they're losing their jobs. Like it's very relatable in that regard.
Like I hope they dig into the lore of this world, because it's like, has every company like given up on scaring, or is it just them? Are there other competing power
I think they're
stations?
Monopoly.
Oh shit!
I think it's just based off Disney.
They power the entire world, however big this world is.
I mean, it'd be interesting if they just like, bring up another company, but I assume they're the only ones. I think they even mentioned in the first movie that they power the entire city at least.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the city, but I'm sure that there's other cities. Like, how big is this world? I want to go to Harryhausen's, their sushi place. I want
Dude, don't say that. Now you're making me want sushi.
Look, I want to go to Disneyland, and I want them to make a Harryhausen's location.
So, this is probably an unpopular take, but I kind of wish Mike and Sully wasn't in it.
Well, they're kind of like the side story, the B characters, but they actually are voiced by the original voices, Billy Crystal and John Goodman.
Though John Goodman just sounds really tired.
I don't really notice these things. Like, people always say, like, hey, these actors sound old as balls, and I never really notice that. Maybe if I had a side by side.
Maybe, yeah. He's just kind of like, all right, Sully, let's go. Like, I don't know. It just he just sounds really, really tired every time. I don't know, because there's like the plot line in episode 3. They babysit a baby similar to how they did Boo, and I don't know, that was not as charming as the A plot for me, because it just seemed like it's retreading the same stuff.
Cusco, my village.
But also, I agree with the person. Who the fuck brings a baby to a baseball game?
Why not? The baby's gotta do something, You can't just drop it with like a monster or something.
You don't go to the game.
Leave it at someone's house. Hey man,
do responsible stuff.
Going to a baseball game. Don't want the baby to get hit by a ball, a home run ball. Oh man, fucking home run.
Perfectly hits the soft spot.
Oh no.
But
Barry
like,
Bonds, why?
Have you guys seen Raising Hope?
What the heck is that?
Sounds familiar. I think I might have.
It was a comedy about a guy who has sex with a serial killer, and then she gets electrocuted in prison, and so he has to take care of the baby.
Gold!
Oh!
It's actually really good. I really like it, and the main character plays such a dweeb. But then, like, I find out in Monsters, he's the bad guy. He's the little or not bad guy, but the most antagonistic monster, the four-winged, multiple eye guy.
Yeah.
And, like, the acting range in that guy, that's super impressive, because I would have never picked up on that being the same person as the kid from Raising Hope.
Why did he fuck a serial killer?
He didn't know.
Oh.
She was getting away, and, like, she flirts with him. They fuck. They find out afterwards the next day.
Hot dog.
He gets captured. Then she's pregnant. She waits 9 months, has the kid, and then she's put on.
Wait. Hang on. So if you're on death row or something, like, and you're a woman, if you get pregnant, they won't electrocute you, right?
I think it's after the baby's born. Sometimes they'll even
if a woman
reevaluate the case.
If she keeps getting pregnant, they can't kill her.
If she's in a women's prison,
Just
who?
if any female serial killers are out there, like just get yourself pregnant and just like they can't kill you. Well, I'm just covering their bases, or I don't know.
Anyway, as for the question of like why would he do that? It's like, come on, man, beggars can't be choosers here.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, I can change her. You know, it's like, hey girl, don't kill people.
So maybe an anime. Okay.
Don't kill people.
He does spend 2 seasons chasing after the same girl. The guy doesn't seem like he does very well with women.
Another serial killer?
No. Clerk, the cashier.
What if we make like the Zodiac movie, like the Zodiac killer, make that into a romance, just like on the hunt for the Zodiac killer?
No, better yet, make it into a visual novel.
Oh yeah, Find Love. That sounds plausible. Different
Finding
girls.
Love. You're the detective on the case.
Like you got Jonesette, or some anime girl based on the Jonestown guy. You know. There's
like this pan.
There's what was that party that went into like was on the Oregon Trail and they had to eat each other? You know, hang on.
I haven't played that in such a long time.
Party.
So there was a new He-Man.
Hang on, Party Cannibals. What was it called? The Donner Party. Yes, you know Donna.
I heard the new new He-Man was pretty bad.
You want to date Donna or Joanne, Jonah?
The new He-Man can't be terrible. It has a Sailor Moon transformation, magical girl.
That yeah, I thought the new He-Man was alright. Yeah, I want to accept it's like weird expanded universe story about the other side characters. Yeah.
Wait, it's about the side characters, dude. Like legitimately, all my news comes out through the grapevine through my friends who are on Discord.
Buddy. If you wanted to watch a He-Man show, well,
this isn't it.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, buddy. Ooh.
It's, I haven't seen it. I don't mind spoilers, but
okay.
like from what I've seen on
Twitter. You all want
Twitter,
to skip? Go to well, there's a in the description. There's a number thing you can see where you can skip to where we talk about He-Man and stuff. You know, the new Netflix He-Man. Okay.
But apparently they kill off He-Man immediately.
Yeah.
Just,
one
they
episode.
kill you.
Yeah.
He's not a main character.
It follows Tila, the girl.
Wait, hold on. Who made the show?
Kevin Smith.
Oh,
Kevin Smith?
It's by Powerhouse Animation, the guys who did Castlevania.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
which I think they're located in Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
I believe. Great place to work.
From Texas,
like
it takes it in the ass.
Because I went to RTX and I found out a lot. Like Austin, Texas, their animation industry is different than LA's. Because in LA, you basically apply for a job, and then as soon as you get that job, you're working on it as well as looking for your next one. Because you're hired like project by project. So like you work on a season of a show as a board artist or something, and then you're searching for your next board opportunity. Versus in Austin, Texas, apparently companies hire you as staff, and so you just get moved on to the next project they're working on. And that sounds significantly less stressful.
We're going to Austin. Yeah. Sounds like
I can't verify every place, but I know that RTX, or not RTX, but Rooster Teeth and Powerhouse are both companies that do that in that particular town.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good. I don't know how many studios there are in Austin.
I don't know if there's a lot. I also know there's a pretty good population of women that work in the industry there. Which I found out through one of the panels I was on that like 70% of like animation students are women, but only 30% are hired.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
we gotta bring back Mansers.
What?
We gotta make woke Mansers where it's like 70% of women study for this job, but only 30 of them get hired. What the heck? You know that announcer guy. Remember Mansers? Or was it the Man Show? What are those shows?
So He-Man.
Woke Mansers is the time.
So they kill off He-Man, and Kevin Smith is like one of the lead writers for it. But he's getting a lot of shit currently because apparently in the past he's mentioned that he didn't care for, nor is he a fan of like He-Man.
Really?
And,
it's like,
like
what the heck?
Right? But then, like, now, since he got the job, he's been talking about how he used to watch He-Man all the time as a kid and loved it.
What
so it's
the
interesting
fuck? That's
those stories
fucking
have like
fake as
changed.
shit. It's just like when Jim said that he liked Repo the Genetic Opera, and that was a fucking lie.
Okay, so that movie's not that good.
Rude and thoughtless.
I love the visuals. I love the concept. The music is terrible in that movie.
Rude.
The superior horror like musical is the one about carnivals.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah, the
what was it
sequel,
called?
Devil's Carnival. I haven't seen that one.
I like the first one more than I like the second one.
Wait, there's two?
Yeah.
For Devil's Carnival?
Yeah, they're both on Amazon Prime right now.
Who even has that?
What's that?
Who the hell has Amazon Prime? They should be saying, "Hey, Pan, you're an influencer. Take our Amazon Prime for free."
Yeah, for real though. I should get more free shit. Like, I've gotten a lot of free shit through the emails. I still have yet to take the Raid Shadow Legends ad. I don't care, man. It's money.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I guess it is the same people. You're right.
I saw
I didn't know it was like a spiritual.
Remember the video game Contra? Because I see they have a mobile game that they're sponsoring, and currently their official mobile game Twitter only has like 5 followers.
Good.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh man.
I don't know. Mobile Contra just sounds terrible considering how
I'll give it a chance.
Contra gameplay is super, precise.
Yeah, it's like, how do you do that with a touch screen? I don't know, but I'll give it a chance.
I tried playing Tetris on my phone. It's terrible.
No, thank you. It's easier to play Tetris on like one of those old ass like flip phones with buttons, the clicky buttons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I was gonna say there were 2 things I was gonna say. Number one, there was a Mega Man Legends game for the flip phone.
Oh boy.
And I'm working on remastering the entire soundtrack in HD from like these terrible JPEG audio quality
Damn, yeah.
files.
That's
and
good.
the other one was talking about really talented artists. I'm friends with somebody named Shadow Arts, and she's like one of the most talented fucking artists I've ever seen, and she shows me her stuff daily, and she's such a great person, and not only on top of that, she's such an amazing artist. She's like my big sister. And it's like, I wish I could do more for her, because she tries so damn. She's been trying to get hired at Naughty Dog. And it's like, it's just so hard for her to break into the industry, And I wish there was something I could help with or do to help her along, because it's like, you know, where you see somebody who's so goddamn talented, somebody who deserves so goddamn much, but just nothing works out.
Oh man.
I mean, is she applying to other places?
Yeah. And she was trying to be an art teacher too, and that didn't work out. And it's like I'll send you her portfolio, but man, she's amazing.
Yeah, because that would be my biggest advice. Is like, have a dream studio you want to work for,
Yeah.
but don't only apply to the dream studio, because most places want
she's real
experience.
good at it,
Yeah, Quibi hasn't replied to my resume yet.
I recommend if she isn't, like, try working on her own not fan projects, but like personal projects.
Yeah.
That always really helps.
Yeah, for a long time there, we're collaborating on I'm doing a song. We like to geek out every once in a while and find a topic, and I'll remix a song for it, and I'm hiring her to do the artwork for the video,
Cool.
So that's kind of where we're at right now, and I'm just, I guess, I don't know, I just feel so terrible because I'm like, my DeviantArt looking ass with my music got decently big enough to make this a job, and it's like I'm just frustrated to see somebody has so much more passion and talent at what they do than I do, not get what they deserve,
I mean, what kind of job are they looking for?
They're just about taking anything that has to do with art. They're just trying to find a job.
Right, well, that makes it much harder to give advice for.
Yeah, I know. If anything, maybe would you mind if maybe I made a group chat later?
Yeah, sure. That's totally cool. Like, I'm not an expert or anything, and my experience working in studios is very limited. But I can at least ask a few people that I know that works in games and stuff.
Okay, yeah, because when I hear you talk on the podcast, you seem like you know quite a bit, and I figured it might be good, at least good to mention it to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I think I have the most like experience working in the field.
Yeah.
Out of everyone on the podcast.
No.
But Space Jam. Let's talk
no,
about.
hang on. I'm still not talking about
Okay.
He-Man. So anyway, He-Man.
Oh, you moved on to other stuff, so I didn't know.
Well, I don't know. I feel like, okay, well, in general, I liked Orko, although I feel like Tila's motivations were a little kind of like selfish or poorly explained. It's like, Tila, what's your damage, bro? What's up? Why you gotta be like that? Am I socially inept, or is she really that selfish, you know?
Oof.
What's her damage?
Wait, so can somebody run me down exactly what's going on with the He-Man reboot? Like, I kind of got an idea, but...
Okay, so let me tell you, it's 5 episodes, and in the first episode, at the end, He-Man dies, and it's like a post-apocalyptic future where magic has disappeared, and Tila has to like regroup with all the guys and save magic, save the world.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Beastman, what did you do?
I don't know. I mean, I thought he would block it or something. I mean, he's He-Man.
This is the first murder in Eternian history.
I mean, that's fine as a show idea. I just wish they wouldn't have, like, I guess the way they advertised it seemed a little different.
Yeah, because Kevin Smith said it was about, this show would be all about He-Man, which, you know what, technically he did not lie. It's about He-Man in the same way that you go to a funeral and it's all about that one person, because it's just people mourning that character. Yeah, so it technically is about He-Man.
The thing about that is, I don't think misleading people through commercials is necessarily a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Scream, the first Scream was amazing because Drew Barrymore was all over the promotional stuff.
Yeah.
And so you thought Drew Barrymore was the main character of the film, and it turned out that she was a false protagonist. And you're like, it's fine, she'll escape, you know, she's the main character. There's no way she's going to kill them off in the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie, and dead.
They could only afford her for one scene, damn.
But that's super impressive, right? Like, so playing with expectations. I know that Infinity War and a lot of Marvel movies add in like scenes that don't happen in the movie, or they like digitally alter characters and stuff to help like make sure people aren't piecing together plot lines.
The bait and switch has to work if it's actually good. So, you know.
Same thing with The Last of Us too. I know that Last of Us. I guess apparently if it involves a male character dying, it's bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot of friends who are very negative about that game. I personally, I don't care.
I don't play realistic games. Get that out of here. Same Crash Bandicoot or whatever they made.
Like, it's the story they wanted to tell, and from what most people the other side of the fence, I've heard of people who like the game. I think they did fine, honestly.
Yeah, no, like, well, it's just a lot of it's just misconceptions. Like, people were already out the gate already gonna hate this character because, one, it was spoiled.
Yeah.
And then, two, a lot of people thought the character was trans. And it turned out there was a trans character, it just wasn't her.
Yeah.
And so, like, a lot of the particularly fragile demographic for games and movies, they immediately hate it. But as far as He-Man goes, I mean, like, I haven't seen it, so I'm not the best one to judge on this, but...
More like Soy Man. Whoop, whoop. I love Soy.
But did you see it coming? Did you expect He-Man to die, Pan?
Well, actually, I saw people on the internet talking about that before it even aired, so... yeah.
Well... But, like, if you didn't know...
I thought the overall show was
fine.
You know, it was alright. The action was pretty good. Like, Powerhouse... You know, they have two levels. Like, there's their B tier shows that are choppy and don't have as much of a budget, but this is one that's like, yeah, they put a lot of money into this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
I don't know
I feel
why...
like season 2 is going to be what people want.
Yeah. I was gonna say, personally, I don't know why people get so damn up in arms about a trans character being the lead. I mean, like, sometimes, I'm going to be honest, it's not done well. Really not. But most of the time when people get up in arms about it, I'm just like, why do you care?
You know.
I like taking...
if a trans character exists in a game franchise that they like, they have to continue playing said game franchise. They have to acknowledge that this group of people they don't like exists.
Oh man. It's just like
Santa Claus sucks for them.
It's kind of like that scene in Futurama where Santa Claus is there and like Bender's like, "Come on, everybody! If we don't believe in them, they can't exist." And then Bender gets fucking rear-ended. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I this is a little unrelated, but I went on a big like soul searching trip a little bit after the whole college thing, and I. You know, as I was homeless, I ran into so many different kinds of people, and I guess what I'm trying to say is that I kind of went on a soul searching journey, and I realized so many people are so upset about things that ultimately I wouldn't say don't matter, but rather they're not worth their energy, and that's why when I see people get so up in arms about stuff like that, I'm just like, it's it's good to be challenged in your worldview. Sometimes it's bad. You know what I mean is like sometimes the way they do it is not great. But like some things in Steven Universe I wasn't crazy about, but I loved Steven Universe overall as a show. And I guess what I'm just trying to say is just the whole like thing I went through just taught me not to be so up my own ass.
Well, because like I agree with that, because like I envy the people whose biggest concern is whatever marketable material entertainment that they like is like the biggest like thing they have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know, like I wish I could be my cis male roommate whose only concern is if the Transformer toy is going to be affordable. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Versus as a marginalized person in this country, that is not something I get to worry about because you know, you've seen the headlines.
Yeah.
It sucks. But, you know, entertainment and escapism is important, but it can't be your only thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like I'm trying to live more down to earth nowadays because like I used to be a big shut. I used to be just like that when I was you know, I was in that transitional phase, you know, between being a teenager and becoming an adult, where it's like, you know, you were still kind of had what's that called, teenage main character syndrome. You know what I mean? Where it's like where you don't really care too much about other people. Everybody's just kind of like a background character.
You know, it's like R.L. Stein's Honey Hour. Don't think about it.
God,
it's like I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Ask R.L. Stein's. Hey man, can I use that? No. Well, too bad. I'm gonna.
Just like put a couple tombstones on a shirt, make it kind of puke green, and just say, "Don't think about it."
Yeah, classic. Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
What was I saying?
Hang on.
Something inspirational.
Oh, I don't remember anymore. But let me see if I can pick it back up.
Well, hang on. If we're done talking about He-Man, I got a song for y'all. Hang on. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
Let me karaoke this one. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Well, before we start,
is it gonna be you or your sister?
Me maybe. I don't know.
Can it be your sister?
Okay, I guess so. It's a two-part song. Okay.
Hell yeah.
You first. Okay. What were you gonna say?
Okay. All I was gonna say was like I get the side that a lot of people are on where like all they give a shit about is just the characters and nothing else, because I made that big transitional leap between being that shut in, you know, having the main character syndrome. My friend calls it Chunibyo, and you know, it was like when I was homeless I ended up, you know, just what am I trying to say? I completely spaced out on the point again. This is why I can't stop talking.
I like that as the podcast, we just kind of completely glanced over the homeless part, like it was no big deal.
Oh no! Like I don't like to dwell on that part. But like I guess just
what
I'm saying
like
is
couch surfing.
Oh no, full on.
Oh damn!
I was in college at the same time too. That's when I started watching the podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a lot. No, it's fine. I had a lot of fun. I grew a lot as a person. Complete strangers were fucking taking care of me out of nowhere. Just the kindness came out of nowhere, and I realized how, you know, I used to think people were so terrible, you know, and
yeah,
it was only when I kind of lost everything I realized, you know, people, you know, as shitty as the world is, people really aren't all that bad, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I used to be super naive and super like a dog. Like I was so excited to meet every person. I wanted everyone to be my friend. And like over the years, I've kind of become I'm become more jaded, and like I don't trust people anymore, like at all.
For me, it was like I grew up in such a shitty, abusive, all kinds of abusive. I'm not going to say all the kinds, but you know what I mean. Kind of household, and it was like I was that way coming all the way up. I was so untrusting of people, and even now in my, now that I'm married, I'm learning how to take down the walls because I could not. I had a hard time trusting my wife with simple things that you should be able to trust a partner with, and I guess for me it was like I had that mindset growing all the way up, always having the guard up, always having your walls up, you're always ready to fight whenever something terrible is about to happen. And it wasn't until I met some really amazing people who kind of got me to kind of bring it down a little bit. They were like, they really showed me that, as terrible as things are, people are still good. And it was like the opposite thing happened to me. It was like I went from being so untrusting to the point where it was like I never let anybody in, to where people were making me take down my walls, and I began to learn, just what it means to kind of,
is that like in that same situation, I've seen some vile stuff from people about like against trans people or against people of color, and so like I don't know if that same kindness or that same level of like generosity exists for different types of people.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean,
so, and that's where I'm at with it, like because I've had a lot of stuff locally ruined for me from like because like I'll have like I used to perform in the Vagina Monologues, and then like after 2 or 3 years of feeling safe in that group, I had like one of the women kind of message me and talk to me about how she resents people like me co-opting her struggles as a cis woman and stuff. Like
that's what is it like?
You met J.K. Rowling? What?
But it's like, why can't they exist as why can't they coexist? Why does it have to be one or the other, etc., etc.?
Lady,
and from that particular person, one of her exes ended up transitioning to a male, and she is a lesbian. And so I think there's some deep resentment there.
You gotta tell that lady, it's not all about you. Chill out, Scooby-Doo.
But I mean, like I'm Native American, and you don't know how many times like I'm pretty, because I live out here in a really, really red state, right? And you have no idea how many times things would have been easier for me if I was white. And that's not me hating on white people at all, because I'm always like, everybody has to have the fair shot. Honestly, you can't put the blame on anybody for how they were born, etc., etc.
Right.
Sometimes things are just the way they are, and it's not that I don't care to change things, but it's just like right now, you just got to do the best you can with what you got until things start to get better. And you obviously be a part of that change and help things get better. But for right now, power through, find a way that works for you, regardless of the bullshit in your way. Because it's like, I'm sure that if it wasn't for the fact that I was getting to know people at I didn't have many places for Wi-Fi when I was homeless. I had a laptop from the money I had gotten from the scholarship. And I had to go anywhere that would have Wi-Fi. The public library, the bar, that
McDonald's?
McDonald's. Literally anywhere that would take me and wouldn't mind me being there for more than an hour or two. So in that whole time, it was like, things probably would have been a lot easier if I was white. And and I know, I guess I'm not going to try and pretend that I know your struggle, because obviously I do not. But
same, vice versa.
But what I'm saying is, it still fucking sucks all the way around to be, what feels like always the odd person out when everyone else is getting along with what you would consider a normal life. But at the same time, it's like I've realized that shit's subjective. You don't have to take part in this societal idea of what normalcy or what okay being is. It's like you find people who care, you find something you're happy at. It's like all that shit doesn't matter. And maybe it's because I've learned to live a little bit isolationist, because I don't care anymore. I just don't care about what people have to say about myself, because I made that big transition from being like socially awkward, anxious, depressed, to, you know, being able to get off my medication, to being mentally healthy once again, feeling okay again, you know, finding people who love me. It's like, I am not a good looking person. I'm, you know, as I said, Native American. So, you know, like right off the bat, you know, like people have not helped me as much. But at the same time, I have found people who were also in a similar boat to me, who reached a hand out, who were in a better place. And that made me realize, yeah, man, this whole shit, it's all just garbage that people are throwing out. And, you know, you can live in a way that, you know, doesn't have to play along with what everybody else is doing, including their goddamn fucking hate, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I was trying to get at earlier, was just
the isolation thing relates. Because again, it's I've become less trusting, and so like I'm getting very used to the concept of not being as community driven as I have been, and trying to just kind of be more self-efficient.
Yeah. For me though, it's like, you know, I want to be strong enough to be able to trust, and even when I get hurt, I'll still be okay. That's what I'm trying to go for.
Oh, that's rough. That's hard.
Yeah. It's not like I'm not trying to be a martyr or anything. I'm not trying to, you know, be real dramatic about it, but it's like, I want to be that strong. I want to realistically be that strong, and, you know, I don't want to give up faith, you know, in people and life and all that.
So, Nick, are you strong enough for the Space Jam?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Oh boy.
That's a segue.
Hang on. Let me play my song. Hang on. Let me
go. I want to hear this.
A tribute to He-Man. Hang on. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
As a fan, this is just making my day.
You goddamn better believe. Then take your drawers off and work your legs. Open your ass up like a keg. Let me tap it. I must have it. Furry fool, you are mine. I'll trick your ass like wine. And when semen pours all over your head, you know you must be dead. Skeletor, I know your groove and shake it down and good. And when you come on through my hood, I'll give you a piece of wood. You furry fool, I know I will not disagree. But there's only one thing we don't like, and it starts with He-Man. Oh no, I don't know which way you are deterred. Don't worry, Skeletor, your pants on fire. My cock will burn. My cock's on fire. For more dick! You know, Skeletor, yes, my head is so damn thick, like yours. No brain inside, just a lot of fucking fur, and you rip it. Oh wait, I can't read that line. Never mind.
If you would have told me you were doing this, I could have done some of it with you. I know that song.
Oh, what?
Because I think there's because it's Bam Margera, right?
Bam Margera, yeah.
Whatever the skateboarder that had his own TV show.
Yeah. He's so cool.
Because there's a part where the hairy one's like, Skeletor, you made me do some coke or something. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I haven't thought about that in like 15 years.
Bringing it back. Making it classic.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta make my own version of that. You know, someone's got to do that for like whatever is the popular cartoon now.
So let me make the instrumental.
You know, get Steven Universe. You know, it's like Garnet. I suck my own cock. Never mind.
Ooh.
Never mind.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Space Jam with that guy. You know, that basketball player. Who's the new one?
The King. Something Elvis,
LeBron James. Yeah, like the first movie feels so much quainter by comparison. Like, you know, Michael Jordan.
Right?
He lives in just like a little a nice house in the for some reason, which we all know is a lie. But you know, it's like they're trying to make him relatable. And here it's just like LeBron James is a fucking god, a fucking millionaire. He's got a basketball court in his backyard. Yeah, he's got
right. Like Michael Jordan is so humble in comparison.
Yeah.
Oof. What was I gonna say? Did you guys ever see that? What was his name? Super Eye Patch Wolf's fucking April Fool's video about Space Jam.
Oh yeah.
I showed that to my wife, and we were in bed, and I had it up on my phone. We were laying there for like 20-30 minutes listening to it, and she was so. And captured by that fucking story until we got to the part where he was making out with Bugs Bunny in the
Yeah, classic. We've all been there.
I didn't know it was an April Fool's joke because I saw it like afterwards.
You just accept
and
it.
Like I remember like looking to my roommate and like the first like 10-15 minutes, I'm like, this is a fucking stretch. What the fuck?
It just never ends.
And then later on, you know, it clicked on me about a certain point.
Yeah.
Battle for reality, more like battle for my sanity. Let's see. Fuck, man. That's great. Anyway, I have not seen Space Jam 2.
Okay. It's,
should I?
Nah.
I mean,
you should watch Back in
guys-
Action. That's the better one.
Yeah, that's true.
What's Back in Action?
Oh, it's the one with Brendan Fraser. Bugs Bunny and Brendan Fraser team up and they go to Vegas or something. Go to Area 51. Okay. It's kind of like the perfect in between of Space Jam 1 and 2, where it's like a circle jerk of WB, but it's a tasteful circle jerk. It only, it's only there for a little bit.
Yeah. Did you see that fake article that was like, ad skip button appears the entire film?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
So like Space Jam 2 is it's good, I guess. Like it's enjoyable. Like it's not like cinematic gold or anything. But the monster, if you watch movies for the villains, Monsters is way better than the Goon Squad.
Yeah.
The bad guys are called the Goon Squad, which where I come from means a completely different thing.
What does it mean?
Gooning? Are you not familiar with that term?
No.
Gooning is when you edge yourself to almost completion continuously throughout days to weeks.
Days to weeks? No thanks.
Yeah.
That's like No Nut November on steroids.
Yeah, who does that? That's
Basically,
Quitter.
yeah.
Who wants to do No Nut November? Nobody. That's for idiots.
There's an entire subreddit
It's
dedicated
like,
to it.
How do you have rational post-nut clarity? If I'm gonna make a hasty decision, I'm gonna need post-nut clarity for that one.
So you want to talk about hasty decision? I just bought a Mega Man Legends vinyl record that just came out.
Yeah.
$120 on eBay.
Did you regret it after you masturbated?
Oh no.
Okay, because that's what post-nut. It's when you like look up ridiculous, terrible shit, and then afterwards you nut and you go, "What the fuck was I looking at?" As you come back to the world.
I don't know what you're looking at. I'm more in the boat of just like, please go out with me, and then and then I'm like, I don't need no bitches.
Well, as somebody who's used to be in the NSFW community and has been around for a good while, finishes are like level up trees in an RPG.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You pick them up as you go.
Yeah.
See?
Get some like 20 experience points into intelligence. It's the extra help. Yeah.
So, but yeah, Space Jam.
You got to get rid of all the what those what do you call those booths where women go into to lactate with their baby? What do you call those things?
Breastfeeding booths?
Yeah, I think we need to have that, but on top of that, right next to them, just have like post-nut clarity booths. Just like I feel like...
I don't want men masturbating next door to women.
Okay, we'll put it 20 feet away, and I feel like that would just like make guys like think more rationally while at work. I think that will really help the workflow.
You've never worked, have you?
I don't know.
You're not supposed to masturbate at work.
Well, I feel like this could like change things.
You're not supposed to.
I know you're not supposed to jerk it at work, but like I feel like if there were dedicated jerk off booths, that would increase post-nut clarity, and people will think smarter next time while they're there. More rational.
Oh man, have you seen Jerry? No, he took his post-nut break.
Yeah.
He's been in there for like 4 hours. We don't know what to do.
It sounds stupid when you say it, but I feel like if we just like normalize it enough, like it's just a typical thing every day, Just have like a little faucet in there just to, get rid of all.
Why do we need a booth? Just go in and rub one out really quick. It's not complicated.
That's illegal. What are you doing at the desk? What are you doing?
What? No, I think it's the bathroom. I think it's the bathroom like a decent person.
What if someone's in there? Someone else is in there.
I wait.
And you don't make noise.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah. I hope they hear me.
I need to yell my OC's names. Otherwise, what's the point?
No, when you put it like
I
that.
worry
like
about
that,
you, man. Like, let's straight up.
Waybird.
Like, it's been like 2 months since we've talked, and I feel like you're getting worse.
Nah, it's comedy gold.
Come on, man. How much worse can you get?
Post-nut clarity booths. That's the new.
Listen. I'm no super fan, but I've seen quite a bit.
It's gonna change the way people work. I'm gonna go to Shark Tank. Gonna build my own post-nut clarity booth. Gonna like demonstrate it at Shark Tank. They'll give me an investment.
You're gonna okay, so you install a mini one that you can fold into like a briefcase, and then you just like while you're in public, you just set the briefcase onto your junk.
A random cardboard box out in the middle of the street. It's fucking massive.
Yeah. Like sitting at like Disney World or something. Oh, don't worry, post nut, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, Disney's kind of a bunch of innovators. Like maybe Epcot Center will have that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, do you have any thoughts about Space Jam, Pan?
Well, it seems like they were in it for the money, and once again, post-nut clarity could have like changed the script a lot had they just, you know.
All movies are in it for the money, deep down. Like,
yeah, but this, the first movie just feels so much more humble by comparison.
That's true, but I mean, because I don't feel like the first movie was really like ego stroking Michael Jordan as hard as LeBron James is.
Yeah, well,
it's like, of all people, why is LeBron James the most like powerful person on earth according to the algorithm?
He's rich.
So is a lot of other people.
Well, he had to pick somebody. Who would you rather them pick?
I mean, obviously they had to pick a basketball player because it's Space Jam.
Well, they didn't have to pick a basketball player. They could have picked another sport or just something.
That would have been fun. I would have been totally down for like a
imagine Space Jam, but it's fucking Tony Hawk.
Yeah, they wanted that to happen,
Jam.
but Back in Action bombed and then it failed.
See, dude, I would have loved to see one with Tony Hawk because I actually really like Tony Hawk. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, Tony.
Who's Tony Hawk? I wish he's my favorite video game character. I wish he existed in the real world.
If only he was real.
Yeah. Dude, my friend Rita Kamishiro, she's a VTuber I hang out with. She we were just on Discord and we were chatting a little bit, and then out of nowhere she posted me a video where Tony recorded her a like congratulation message for 10,000 subscribers, and man, I was so fucking hyped for that. He's such a nice guy.
Was it like a cameo?
Yeah, no, he just recorded something on his phone and just said, just sent it to her.
I think there's a thing called Cameo. You go on there and you pay like a celeb to like say something.
I don't think so.
I can pay hang on, I'm checking Cameo. Vanilla Ice. I can pay Vanilla Ice $400 to cameo in my video.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, like for example, I think what's the Angry Video Game Nerd parody that's
Irate
similar?
Gamer?
Irate Gamer, yeah. Like he's been doing these like clickbait videos where like he'll put like Ernie Hudson's in my Ghostbusters review, and then it's like it's clear that it's Ernie Hudson doing the cameo thing. And it's like 1% of the video.
Yeah. Oh man, Sarah Palin. Yeah. Oh,
anyway,
I can have a cameo by a bird. A friggin' bird. Birds of Oz. Yes.
Technically, Pan, you could sign up for this and do them.
Get my.
Dude, I'd totally pay for one. I don't know where I'd put it, but I'd keep it. Maybe I'll just keep it.
So weird. No thanks. Yes.
I know that
you're looking at Birds of Oz on Cameo. Look at this.
I know that Yo Mama spent like a crap ton of money on a bunch of celebrities telling Yo Mama jokes and made it into a video.
Oh man, get Dwayne Johnson.
Did they ever see a return on that?
No, that video did not do well.
It's like, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I've done frivolous spending for a video that I thought was really cool, but never when it's like maybe a couple $1,000s on the line,
Yeah. Well, that's just what Zach likes to do. You know, he likes to brag about how much he spent on a video or something.
Well, hey man, he's making the videos as cool as he wants, and that's awesome. Let's see.
It's a kookaburra.
God, I could really go for a pina colada right now.
Kookaburra.
Be nice. But yeah, so yeah, I guess it's weird because I saw it. I watched Space Jam like the day it came out around noon because I didn't want to get spoiled for like on Twitter or whatever. And yeah, I mean, like it's good. It's fine. I don't like.
They didn't play the Space Jam song.
They did not play the Space Jam song.
What the fuck? They didn't play any of the good songs, you know, like Fly Like an Eagle. Or,
they're not going to play old music on it.
This is fucking bullshit. This is by default it's some nostalgic cash grab. At least play, you know, the Monstars.
The Space Jam song should have been in there.
Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
Just do like a really modern, terrible pop remix of it.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, something. But also, like, Zendaya makes a terrible Lola Bunny. I didn't like her in it at all. I don't think she's like a good voice actor.
I feel like the Looney Tunes were barely in that movie. Like Bugs and LeBron barely interacted. It feels like. Woo woo.
I feel like I think it's true for everyone but Bugs. I thought Bugs was in it enough.
Yeah, and everyone else is kind of like, I think Lola has like 3 lines.
Oof.
She had like 6.
Yeah.
But like her only personality trait is she likes basketball, apparently.
Yeah.
At least in the first movie, she was sexy and liked basketball.
They just don't know what to do with Lola.
Well, because she doesn't have a personality. She literally only exists for feet, like, you know, to make the other Looney Tunes horny.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they should have totally used like Lola from the TV show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Looney Tunes show.
Yeah,
Lunatics Unleashed.
Oh yeah, I loved how the Animaniacs fucking referenced that. That was amazing.
Yeah, bring back Lunatics Unleashed. It's time for edgy cartoons to come back. Or they also got to bring back that one song. Hang on, let me sing it. Let's see. Going straight. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, gotta bust out my jams. Going straight to the hole. Oh, you ain't got no game. I'm bringing you out of the frame, coming through like a train, looking to take over the whole goal with an unstoppable. You know that song. That's how it goes.
I don't know that song, but okay.
I don't either at all.
Hit 'em high. That's the best song on the Space Jam soundtrack.
I maybe watched Space Jam a couple times on VHS when I was a kid.
Just listen to the soundtrack. Remember, I believe I can fly by the guy who pissed on that one girl.
There is a lot of cringy. R. Kelly is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, R. Kelly. Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a fucking eternity.
I was at a Kmart and I found an R. Kelly DVD of Trapped in the Closet.
Oh.
Okay.
Classic. Cool. Bringing it back.
But there's also some really cringy moments in Space Jam, like
always.
Porky Pig as a rap battle segment.
Yeah, that's the fucking worst shit
I
ever.
heard about that one.
Like, it's bad, and like I know some people got charm out of it because it's totally those like old flea market like jerseys where like they would be like the Looney Tunes but to be all gangsta.
Yeah.
It channels that energy, but like it's so like not necessary and
yeah,
because like so much of the movie is them just gathering all the Looney Tunes back, but like I got kind of annoyed with how selective they were about art style.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Because like okay, so LeBron James is Looney Tune style because he landed in Looney Tune world.
Yeah,
but then when they go to Bruce Timm world or DC world, it's all Bruce Timm style, except for the Looney Tunes and LeBron are still Looney Tune style.
Like that.
But then when they go to Casablanca, let me finish.
Yeah.
And then when they go to Casablanca, LeBron James is all of a sudden live action again, but Bugs Bunny stays cartoon. Like it's just like random.
How the
when they decide they want to redesign stuff.
What the hell are they going to look like in live action though?
The 3D models mostly,
Gross.
but then later on,
I don't want to see that shit.
The algorithm is the one that made them look like 3D, so like that's a plot point. But LeBron James just randomly changing from live action to cartoon back and forth randomly, just because when they don't want to do post production, boom. I don't know, it's dumb.
Yeah.
That is such a nitpicky
Okay,
thing, but that's what got annoying to me.
How would Bugs Bunny look like in the Bruce Timm world then? How does that work?
The Lunatics could have done the lunatic design.
Oh, that's not Bruce Timm at all. Then you'd be complaining that it's not Bruce Timm. You fool.
Well, I am complaining that it's not Bruce Timm.
You fuck.
I'm just saying that, like, I kind of was hoping to see the characters in random art styles, and they just kind of stayed in the same art style, and then LeBron's kind of random.
Oh, I mean, Channel Chasers did that. They should. Yeah, you're right. Why didn't a fucking TV show could do it? Why couldn't a big budget Hollywood movie do it?
And you just unlocked the fucking memory for me. I forgot what that even existed.
Channel Chasers, yeah.
Also, Wonder Woman is a completely different art style than the rest of DC, and also lives on its own server.
Oh,
for some reason.
I guess like they wanted to get someone that vaguely sounded like the actress.
It's Rosario Dawson.
Maybe.
What's her name?
I don't know.
No, it is her. I just don't remember how to pronounce her name. But you know, it's Dante's girlfriend from Clerks 2.
Oh yeah. By Kevin Smith, the guy who reinvented He-Man.
Bringing it back, circle.
R.L. Stein's Haunting Hour. Don't think about it. Woo woo.
But yeah, so basically the plot line of Space Jam is that LeBron James' son wants to play video games or make video games and doesn't want to do sports. But because LeBron James' dad was an asshole and made him throw away his Game Boy, LeBron James is an asshole to his kids. The algorithm apparently decides to kidnap both LeBron James and his kid, decides to build a basketball game based off the kid's basketball video game, and LeBron James gets thrown to Looney Tunes for some reason, and the Looney Tunes have all left the Looney Tunes server to go to other things. And so it's up to Bugs and LeBron to collect the Looney Tunes, which LeBron doesn't want. He didn't want the Looney Tunes. He wanted Superman and like people who actually have abilities.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why did they have to get the Looney Tunes again?
Because Bugs was lonely and wanted to recreate the first movie.
That's his problem. Why does the world have to like nearly die just because he's lonely?
Speaking of that,
he should just have some personal clarity. Go into the booth, realize, man, bitches ain't shit but tricks and hoes.
And then, like on Twitter, someone noted that like during the part where the bad guy is like talking about he's going to delete the Looney Tunes and stuff, in the background they just have these looping animations of like different characters from Warner Brothers, and like Barney Rubble is like super into the idea of the Looney Tunes dying.
Yay.
Because he is cheering and hollering.
Oh my god.
He participated in genocide, Barney.
Oh yeah, that's one of my that's probably the best part of Space Jam too, is that because it has all the icons, you know, it's very Ready Player One.
Yeah.
They just have a bunch of cosplayers dressed up as like iconic characters just bouncing around cheering in the background. It's pretty distracting.
Yeah.
You mean like
the movie is it's stimulus overload. Like most of the time I could not concentrate on just what the hell was going on because this movie's not good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a Space Jam like backdrop so you can see what we're talking about, Nick.
They didn't even have any Mortal Kombat characters. It's WB. What the heck? You put the fucking all these other villains and monsters from like Clockwork Orange in there. Woo woo.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Like I would have preferred if it was just all cartoons or something, you know?
Yeah. Bastards.
Because at least the cartoons, and if they, I don't know, it's just the live action people really like kept knocking me out because of how weird it was.
I like how the Herculoids were there,
right?
And like that big creature from the Herculoids was still shaded, like his shading was painted on. That looked nice.
Yeah, they're so selective.
Yeah,
about like how they rendered stuff.
I mean, they got the Animaniacs in there, but no Looney Tunes, surprisingly.
Well, the Looney Tunes were on stage.
No, I mean the Tiny Toons. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
I guess they don't
I
exist
forgot
yet. They're
that
like
show existed too.
they're like their kids or something, right? What the fuck are the Looney? What the fuck are the Tiny Toons?
Or also, there was like randomly, I think Adam West Batman was in the background,
Yeah. R.I.P.
which the Robin just kind of looked like Slim Shady from that music video.
They just got some jackoffs just dress up as them, go to Spirit Halloween, pick up some suits. You're done. Woo woo.
And like I think Freeze was in there too.
Mr. Freeze,
of all
yeah, like the
characters,
60s
yeah.
Mr. Freeze. The mask.
No, he was from that really shitty 90s movie.
What? Oh, I didn't see that. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
God.
Let me find him.
Freeze Bell. Woo woo.
Yeah. I'm posting it in the recording chat.
Let's see. Oh man, yeah. Oh, it's Mr. Freeze, but he has like the robe, like just a robe that he would sleep in or something, because I guess that's cheaper to make than the power suit.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Yeah, so awful. Why
What
did
the hell?
they make this movie besides money?
It's like
We waited like fucking 30 years for this. Woo woo.
Is the person left of Jack Nicholson's Joker? Is that what's his name from Mortal Kombat?
Jack in the first image or which image?
The one I posted just now.
Oh, next to Jack Nicholson's Joker, the white guy?
Yeah.
No, that's one of those guys from Mad Max. There's no Mortal Kombat characters in here. That's not Quan Chi.
Yeah, I thought it was Quan Chi.
Nah. Nah. WB abandoned WB abandoned Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat canceled Combat Pack 3. What the heck?
Did they really? What was supposed to be in it?
Ash from Evil Dead.
Wait, they canceled Ash?
Yeah, looks like it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, where's Cyrex and Sector, the robots, the best characters?
Why would they cancel that? Did the game just not do that well? They already pre-made it.
It turns out, somebody made a comparison sheet, and it turns out this Mortal Kombat game has had the longest lifespan so far, but I guess maybe that AT&T merger screwed it over also. Maybe they're like, people would rather buy a new game instead of just buying more DLC. Which I guess that's understandable, because the DLC at this point is ridiculous. New stories and characters and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, yeah, I guess they could, if they really wanted to, they could easily just like re-release this game again, but add those characters and sell it for $60, like in the good old days,
or
the Super Nintendo,
or they just move on, because it seems like WB doesn't look back on these Mortal Kombat games. There was going to be an HD remaster of the first trilogy of Mortal Kombat games, but they canceled that.
Well, didn't the movie not do super well either?
I don't know. It was just on HBO Max. Who knows? That movie was. That Mortal Kombat movie was, it was...
A movie?
Yeah, it was a film.
Speaking of HBO Max, Trick or Treat, my favorite movie, is on HBO Max now. If you haven't seen it and you like horror movies or Halloween, 100%.
It's an anthology series.
It is. It's super good. It's also a horror movie that kills kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kid murder in that movie.
Take that.
I used to work at a school. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better after watching the movie.
Oh no!
No, seriously, have you not seen it? Oh, I love it. I highly recommend it. I'm thinking about making a game of Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, yeah.
Wait, you're gonna make like a video game?
Yeah. I've been making sprites for it, and I've downloaded Game Maker. What's that?
You know how to do pixel art and you use Game Maker? That's awesome.
Have you not seen my pixel art?
No, I haven't.
Here, let me.
You were making a bunch of pixel art for the Mario Brothers movie.
I did.
Yeah.
did?
Speaking of Mario Brothers, like a 4K remaster of the anime movie from like the 80s was released on YouTube.
Wait,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not subtitled, sadly, but yeah, it's very clear. Just that one anime movie where Luigi's like blue. 4K Mario Bros.
It also has that weird dog.
Yeah, whatever that is. It kind of looks like the caterpillars from the Super Nintendo game.
There's a lot of people that theorize that's based, like they based it off of it. Wiggler.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers, The Great Rescue of Princess Peach. 16K. No, wait, it's 4K 16mm scan. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love your pixel art. I used to do pixel art for video games back in like 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
You're already leagues better than I am.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I don't know how to make games yet, like at all, but it's one of those things where eventually I'm going to take the time to like go through, and I don't know, that's gonna be my learning experience.
Yeah.
Let me find my trick or treat sprites.
We should probably get into questions, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, there's questions.
Yeah, questions. Izzy and let me link your channel.
While he's looking for that, watch Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
I will. Let's see. God, I used to. What do you call it? I need to look at more of your stuff, Izzy. I was always meaning to, but IRL life was always kind of kicking my ass. But was the stuff I did see though? I was always thought was really good. I was always kind of looking to you and a couple other people to try and use as inspiration to kind of get better at a few things, because man, my art just it's not great. I started I think 2.5 years ago because I was having copyright issues with the music I was uploading, where somebody didn't want their art used in a video, and that's perfectly understandable. So my then manager at the time told me, "Do you know how to draw? Can you draw the art yourself so that way you own everything in the video?" I was just like, "Oh man, I'm really bad at this." So I bought a drawing tablet and I started doing it myself, and everybody has seen every piece of art from the moment I started to where I'm at right now on all of my videos. It was kind of bad, but hey, I'm getting a lot better. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you said you were doing Game Maker Studio, right?
Yeah, I haven't started yet, but it's on the list of stuff I want to do.
Game Maker Studio, they always say it's the easiest one, but man, do I stumble on it. It's hard.
All right. Well, let me just talk about the questions, because our first one is by Chris DeRose, who is on here. Scratchy DeRose says, question, can Superman outrun the Flash?
No.
Nah.
I don't know.
Look, if Superman can outrun the Flash, then that would just make the Flash useless, okay? So that ain't happening.
Doesn't he have something called the Speed Force or something? Superman can't do that.
Force. Yeah.
Let's see.
However, I think Superman can keep up enough, and he has heat laser vision that he can shoot
just
at Flash's feet. Yeah, I was just gonna have him burn the rubber so that it he's stuck.
Nah,
but, you do you.
Slice his feet off. That's better. Yeah, show him. Let's see how the fastest man does without no legs. Take that, buddy. You bitch.
Oh, while we're waiting for questions, I started watching some of the preview clips for the Beast Wars. The Transformers is bringing Beast Wars in, and the voice acting is terrible.
What show?
There's Transformers Kingdoms is coming out on Netflix. It's made by RT Rooster Teeth.
Oh boy, yeah.
And the animation and the voice acting is gonna sound kind of offensive, but I think they're funneling money into Ruby instead of actually doing stuff, because the voice acting's really bad.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what Rooster Teeth even does anymore. What
is
I never followed.
Did they make some original anime where it was 3D and it was
robots?
The animation was paced terribly.
Didn't they have I think Michael B. Jordan was in that? Yeah, Axel, I don't know. It was a show that nobody watched.
Huh.
So someone asked, Izzy from, Izzy, a question as if like, the regular Izzy, like, I don't know. That's just really funny to me that they didn't think that it would be me, the regular.
Woo woo. Okay, hang on. Oh, guy named Crystal says, after Nickelodeon, what other animated studio / network do you think deserves to have a Smash-like fighting game? Because
I can't believe we didn't talk about the Nicktoon Smash.
Oh yeah, well for one thing, yeah, that actually looks baller. Because for one thing, apparently it's made by an indie studio that did something called Slap City, which I've heard good things about. And this is gonna have rollback netcode and wave dashing and L canceling or whatever. I don't know. They're actually putting a lot of effort into this, so I hope it'll actually end up being somewhat pretty good.
I want Jimmy Neutron's dad to send me to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Please do. Fucking eliminate me.
My only complaint about it is I don't like the art style.
Oh, I haven't. Hold on, let me go check it out again. I don't remember.
It looks alright, but I'm hoping I'm betting XJ9 will be in there because she's a fan favorite. I'm hoping she gets in.
But I don't know. I would have preferred a cell shaded, forced perspective type stuff. Because like Danny Phantom looks terrible in 3D.
Yeah,
some of them look good. Some of them, yeah. Danny Phantom's not great.
I wish more games embrace cell shading with actual thick outlines again, because it feels like there aren't too many cell shaded games out with outlines.
Nah, I mean, there's not really cell shaded games in general anymore.
No, please.
Have you thought about making a game, Pan?
I'm working on an animatic. Maybe someday, like one of the big things that. Okay, when I'm working on an animatic, I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I want a video game adaptation, and it's a fighting game.
Why not just pitch a game?
I don't have the resources to do that, you know? It's like, hey, man.
I feel like you do.
I don't think so, but I have a friend who's making an indie game that's cel-shaded, and it's like a brawler. It takes place in hell. Yeah, it looks so
I'll be real with
cool.
you guys, man. Video game development's hell.
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, Pan has money.
I'm not gonna just blow my money saying, hey, we're making a 3D fighter. It's gonna play like Anarchy Reigns. And it's like,
well, here's the thing. Like, I had a passion project I went to go work on. I had the money. I had the skills. I had everything. I dropped it purely because the amount of time and effort that it took, it was staggering. We weren't even going for anything big. We were going for your standard top-down RPG shooter type thing, real easy to make. We cut down all the...
shooter?
Yeah, it's like a top.
That's
okay,
a standard?
No, imagine this. Okay, so it's like a top-down RPG, but it's you can use WASD to move and mouse to shoot, and it was going to be like a dungeon crawler thing. But
yeah. Kind of like Enter the Dungeon, but not a roguelike, you know.
Yeah. So it was gonna be. I'm not gonna talk too much on the story. That's not important. But it was so hard to kind of get off the ground with the. We had a demo, we had music, we had sprites, we had the whole nine. But it was like the amount of work that we had put in for just shit like the first 3 months, and for the amount we got out of it, it was like we just. Maybe we were running on motivation. That's never a good thing to do, is to run on motivation, because it bleeds out so quickly. Oh. But it was tougher than a lot of us were really giving it credit for. And then we eventually kind of faded off, and now I got the engine sitting around, and I haven't done anything with it. It's tough.
Yeah, I know. I get you. No,
have you got more patience than I?
What's that?
I said maybe you have more patience and dedication than I.
I don't know. But arguably, maybe no. I'm just saying that if that's the passion that you want to do, it's like.
If anyone needs characters for a fighting game, hit me up. I got some OCs.
You model?
No, I just do the 2D stuff. Woo woo. Please.
I don't know what to have for dinner, man. Give me some ideas. Izzy, do you have any good ideas?
Got any macaroni? You got spaghetti?
Yeah, spaghetti was the first thought I had too.
Okay, yeah, I got spaghetti. I'll totally make some spaghetti.
Yeah. But anyway, the fighting game networks that need a fighting game. Disney has not done a fighting game. I don't think.
Disney's not really like
I
violent.
mean,
I don't think they would.
Like, I know it sounds too violent, but it's like you got Kingdom Hearts, you know. Come on, you're hacking and slashing. There's games that are E10 that can have fighting. You know, Smash Brothers is E10.
Well, it's like
they don't have action shows. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
I mean, don't you want to see like who would fight? Hang on, Disney characters.
Not that like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon are all action shows, but like they don't really have characters that I would associate slapping each other around. Like, you know?
Okay, like
action adventure comedies need to come back, man.
You can have the Gargoyles. You got Hercules, Aladdin.
Aladdin doesn't really fight.
He's got a sword.
Dodges.
He's got a sword in the games.
I mean,
in the game, but I mean, like in the cartoon show, he's more of a
decapitate someone.
I actually look. You want to see that
sword in any of the movies?
No, didn't he use it like in the final battle when he's fighting Scar? Maybe.
First of all, Jafar, not Scar.
Oh, it's Jafar. Yeah,
no, when you said that, I was actually going to say that. I was like picturing Aladdin there with the sword about to fucking take on a lion, just tackle his ass.
Oh, fuck yeah! See, wouldn't that be awesome? You fight a lion.
Yeah. But he defeats Jafar by tricking him into wishing that he was a genie.
Makes Scar and Simba Echo Fighters. Yeah. Hell yeah.
They do have a crossover mobile game that's coming out. And Baloo looks tight. It's Tailspin Baloo, and he looks super cool.
Oh yeah. What was that mobile game? It wasn't it like a League of Legends type MOBA?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I don't want that. I want a fighting game. I want a 3D fighter. I'm tired of 2.5D fighters. You know what happened to the 2000s when everyone was like, "Let's do 3D," and everyone just gave up. You know, it's like you got.
They learned it wasn't a good fighting game engine.
Everyone was
bad.
Everyone was quitters, like Donkey Kong and Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. They all tried doing 3D, and they were like, "Nah, let's just go back to 2D."
Donkey Kong had a fighter?
Oh, I mean, not a fighter, but a platformer where,
okay.
You know, he did 3D platformers and then went back to 2D because he's a fucking quitter.
Well, because like almost all fighting games went straight into that like 3D realm for a bit, and then everyone's like, "Man, no one likes this."
No,
so they pulled out.
Right.
Come back, please. No.
Well, you are also like super nostalgic for 2001.
Yeah, that was a good year.
What happened in 2001?
Nothing bad happened. Yeah, it was a good year, 2001.
We're excluding. You know what?
There was like a particular really big thing that happened.
Ignoring the obvious, like it's a pretty good year.
Hey, Pan, how old are you?
Old enough. Born in 92.
92. Okay, you're a little older than me. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's just me, but there wasn't anything too memorable about the 2000s.
Oh man,
a whole Space Odyssey happened.
Yeah,
I guess.
Woo woo.
I mean, the only thing I liked were the Tony Hawk games, and
oh man,
Tony Hawk was pretty good.
Imagine Tony Hawk running up behind you and just like slamming you with a fucking skateboard through the head. Hell yeah.
I'd be down. Here's a list of video games that came out in 2001. Grand Theft Auto 3. Halo, Smash Brothers Melee,
yeah,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Silent Hill, SSX Tricky, Final Fantasy X, Max Payne.
Okay, I'll give you that one in terms of video games.
Max Payne in the ass.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, holy crap! I thought Conker's was older than that.
No,
Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, the best game ever.
Diablo 2. Jack and Dexter.
Shirk and
Dexter. Oh, I like that one.
Alien vs. Predator 2. Luigi's Mansion.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah. I gotta listen to every single game ever made.
I'm skipping the non-important ones.
Oh, look, let's look into the other questions.
Super Monkey Ball.
Oh man.
The Sims.
Cornbread Ooh Woo says favorite cut content from a film. This can be a favorite deleted scene or things that were just cut. And one of the examples they list is the the time when Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was going to open up a suitcase and it had the yellow mask on there and the gloves and stuff, and Wolverine never put those on ever.
Wario Land 4.
No one cares.
Pikmin. Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons.
Stuff like the Goonies Octopus? Huh.
You had me in the first
Wolfman.
Let's see.
In the movie Krampus, there was going to be a deleted scene because it takes place in the same fictional universe as Trick or Treat.
Uh-oh.
And if you haven't seen Krampus, they get stuck in a they get snowed into their house. And so like one of the kids is rationing out candy, and all the candy are the fictional candy bars from Trick or Treat, including Sam Sucker.
Huh. Wow.
Advance Wars.
Oh my god, okay. Let's
Metal
see.
Gear Solid 2.
Oh man, hang on.
Madden NFL 2002.
Let's see. Oh, Austin Nick says, question, is there a toy you always wanted as a kid but never got it because it was too expensive? Woo woo. In general, game consoles, I only got a GameCube growing up. Yeah.
Wait, did they say consoles or figures? What was it? I spaced out.
He specifically said toys.
Games are a toy. You can go to the Toys R Us and see those.
I remember there was this. I'm trying to think. If we're gonna cheap out and go for consoles, probably a GameCube.
Yeah, give me a GameCube with Mario Sunshine.
I wanted Sunshine too, but my dad bought me a PS1.
Oh, that was the previous gen.
Yeah.
This wasn't a too expensive situation. It was more couldn't find it. I really wanted the White Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
McDonald's toy line.
The White Power Ranger. Yeah.
Dude, I had like the watches and stuff.
Well, these specific ones were like regular figures, but then you place them. They sit like in a little hole in like the Megazord.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, every place had like the red, blue, and black. But they never had the White Ranger. And I remember me and my mom went to like 4 or 5 McDonald's and none of them had them.
Oh man.
Ouch. Oh, speaking of McDonald's, did you guys get to try the Szechuan sauce?
Oh no, I'm not a maniac.
No.
You know what limited time thing I wanted but couldn't get at a food place was at Starbucks. They had the unicorn shakes or whatever, and they're just like pink and blue and just covered in frosting. They look so damn good, but I never got them. They were like for a day.
Oh damn!
Just thinking about them make my stomach upset. I don't eat a lot of sugar anymore, and like
they look
because I had cookies yesterday for the first time in like months. And like I swear my gums are like super irritated. Like my mouth does not like sugar. I removed it from my diet.
Dude, I quit soda and caffeine 5 years ago, and I recently, when I was with my wife, we had a like a coffee, and holy crap, it was like, how would I describe it? It was like everything got super clear and bright. It was great, but I ended up trying a Sprite again, and my mouth, like my body, like immediately made me like lurch it up. The burning sensation. I was like, how did I drink this like every day?
To your body.
Yeah. So, because you know when you have a soda, sometimes you just want to turn that thing upside down and just down it. It's like I tried that and I fucking puked it up on my floor.
God, disgusting.
There was every time I try drinking soda after not doing it for a long time, it burns. Like it's like torture.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't burn for me when I went from a break from soda, but it felt like you just taste the syrup. It just doesn't taste good.
I taste the salt.
Ooh.
Like the sodium in it. Oh my god, that's the first thing.
For me, it's just the fizziness. It's too damn much sometimes because some of it burns like hell, man. Like a fresh fried Dr. Pepper.
Oh man, deep fried Dr. Pepper. That's what you gotta eat.
Jin, how is that animatic going? Would you ever make a different series after Loki IRL?
Oh boy,
we're just looking at these questions out.
Oh, it's linked to the Twitter thing, but yeah, hang on.
I've been posting a recording chat. Pan apparently only posts in Misc stream.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you guys have a chat I can't see?
Misc stream chat? That's where I am.
Pan doesn't know how to Discord, so like
We're on
he didn't give you.
We're on the Misc stream call, and you know.
There you go. Sorry, Pan didn't give you recording chat ability. So normally we record on the podcast recorder.
Okay. But anyway, so currently I'm just working on an animatic. I put my webcomic on hold and decided I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna make an animatic, or at least colorize it Becky Prim style, and just see how that goes. Because most recently I was like making a temp track where I voiced all the characters just to see how long it was, and on a timeline, just to, eventually I'll get the proper voice actors, because for sure I'm voicing Emily and Stephanie. Possibly Loki. Yeah.
You're not getting them to voice themselves?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting them to voice
you
themselves.
outed yourself.
No.
Finally.
Shut up. No. No.
Got him. And you can't even not upload this because I have my audio recording.
Yeah, so I'm working on that Loki thing, and I don't know what I'll work on after that, but in general, I'm way too attached to Loki IRL, and it's like, hey, if anything, expanded universe stuff. Focus on other characters. Yeah. But for now, I gotta focus on just the main two. Just like what Todd McFarlane said. Make the foundation. Yeah. Anyway, other questions? Woo-woo.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I think I'm going to save it for after the stream.
Oh,
anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, I guess one last question, because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone going to pick?
I thought you were.
All right,
like,
well, I seen one about burnout. I want to hear that from you guys.
Well, personally, if I ever suffer burnout, it always helps to have two other hobbies. But also, if you're just like, I'm not feeling it, just give up for the day or an hour or whatever. Don't force yourself to like half-assedly work. Because you're just not feeling it. Woo woo.
I get paid to do stuff, so I don't get to just take a break.
Well, I'm talking in terms of like hobbies and just art.
Right. Well, because art is my job.
It's your job.
YouTube is
can't
also
help
my
you.
job. I got to keep my schedule.
Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes I'll take a day off from work. Like call in a mental day, be like, look, everything I'm making is going to be crap. I'd rather just rest up and then come back the next day. Luckily, I don't know how like a actual studio setting would be like, but because I work for the Omama guy, it's pretty easy for it to be like, oh, that's cool, it's fine. Just make sure you get all your stuff done this week that you're supposed to do. And if you don't, take one of your other off days and work on it. So like instead, I'll do Saturday. Usually I just sleep. Sleep is like the best thing for me. Like, just kind of getting a reset. But also, if you're just kind of burnt out on the thing you're working on, but you have like something else you kind of want to do, just do the other thing for a bit. Do what you're passionate about, and that sometimes helps.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody from my community is going to see this, but at the very least, I'll try to answer it. For me, I go for a walk. I meditate. I play my guitar. I watch anime, and spend time with my wife, and sell my soul to Dead by Daylight like I've been doing since December. But I get back to it. I try not to think about burnout too much, because I don't like overthinking things at all. So it's like when I get not in the mood, I'll just a lot of times I can't kick it off, because sometimes I do get commissioned, and I work like that. It's I used to work like 14-hour days, so the whole like taking it easy kind of mentality isn't burned into me. So like I need to finish it by a specific day I've set myself, and I kind of never break it. See? So point being is just do what you like to do. Like everybody else here said.
Yeah.
Basically in a nutshell.
So is that the end of the podcast?
It's your podcast. Let us know.
All right. Well,
This was fun. I'm Pan Pizza, and who are you two?
I was Izzy.
Hello.
What's your
I'm Nick
name?
Nitro.
And
Yeah.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I don't know. That's all I had to say.
Well, goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
And I'm done recording.
Woo woo.